Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to day number 4. Yes, day number 4, week 2, fall 2024. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's class. I need you, everyone, to have your book out, have your pencil out. For today's class, you're going to need a ruler and pencil. Let me emphasize, for today's class, you're gonna need ruler and pencil. Definitely gonna need that because we're gonna be doing a lot of drawing for the day. So let's add up properly. Let's add up properly.
Excuse me, Mr. President.
Go ahead.
Any size ruler?
Any size ruler, it's fine.
Shape. Shape, I should say.
Once it's a straight edge, once it's a straight edge, it could work. Yeah. So today we're gonna be looking at still on set theory. By the way, please head up. Today is Thursday, the 12th of September. The subject is mathematics and the topic is set diagrams. Set diagrams. The theme is set theory, so we're still doing set theory, but we're going to be looking at set diagrams and how to draw them. What do they mean, right? What is meant by them, and what part means what, and how do we label it? And it's going to be a nice, I actually like this study for the night, and so can't wait for us to get into it.
Sorry, Mr. Baturi.
Go ahead.
Did you change the date? It's the 2024.
Oh my, I in last year. Today is 2024. All right, good. Thank you. So I only did that to check, see if y'all was paying attention, by the way.
Mr. Freak, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
All right, Jalen, what's the topic for the day, Jalen? The topic for the day. Jalen Johnson. Can you hear me, Jalen? I can't hear from Jalen. Ajani, are you there? Where's Ajani?
Yes.
What's the topic for the day, Ajani?
Set diagrams.
Set diagrams. And Alex? Alex, what the topic is for today?
Pardon me?
What's the topic for today?
Set theory and set diagrams.
Set diagrams. All right. So make sure that you have your pencil and your ruler because we're going to be using that a lot for the day. All right. So the first thing that we're going to draw.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. The first thing we're going to draw is. Good afternoon. The first thing we're going to draw is a rectangle. And inside our rectangle, we're going to have our two sets that this is not subsets like yesterday. We're gonna have our actual two sets inside of it. So first of all, draw your rectangle. Use a ruler to draw your rectangle. Please use a ruler. Let me repeat. Please use a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, use a straight edge. All right. Use a straight edge. Make sure you use a ruler or a straight edge to be able to draw this rectangle. Inside the rectangle, you're gonna put two circles inside the rectangle. And it's going to be two overlapping circles. All right. Two overlapping circles that you have. And we're going to start off by drawing what we mean by let's just get the two circles in, and then we should be good. All right, so the first thing I want to draw from this particular diagram or using this particular diagram is I want us to figure out what we mean by, A only. So if I say that we have this diagram, let me share my screen back again properly. So say we have this diagram, right? Again, we have the two circles inside of it. Let me share my screen properly. Okay, what's happening here? One moment. Let me stop sharing and share again so you could, so this thing would behave. All right. Let me see. What is it? Okay, no. One moment. All right. I think you should be able to see it now. So inside your rectangle, you have these two circles, and let's label it, right? So let's label our first set. We're gonna call our first set set A. All right. And then we're gonna call our second set set B. And our goal basically is to shade in. What do we mean by A only? A only. All right, that's what our goal. Our goal.
Only
The parent.
circle, but
The
that's
parent.
it's labeled
We want only. I want A only. All right. That's what I want to shade in. Alex, are you not Alex? Alexander, are you there? Where's Alexander?
Yes, sir.
Are you joining us, Alexander?
Yes, sir.
Good. And how about you, Alexia Brown? Can you hear me, Alexia?
Yes, sir.
Alexia, did you send in the notes from yesterday?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you understand what we was doing yesterday with the subsets?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So let me ask you a question. Anyone can answer. What do we mean by A only?
The parent.
A only, not the parent, because this is not subsets.
Only doing A.
but only A.
Shade, I want to shade. I want to shade only the ones only in this diagram. I only want to shade in A only. I don't want B. I just want A only. So tell me what part of the diagram I must shade.
You shade
You gotta say A.
You're gonna shade the A what is not connected to the B.
A what is not connected to B. Okay, so okay.
Don't shade in the intersection. Don't shade in the intersection.
Okay, so you're saying that we should shade in this side. This is A only, right?
no,
Yeah.
sir.
A and B.
The other
That's
side.
A and B.
It's A
That's
only.
A and B.
Other
That's
side.
the intersection, both
That's the-
sides.
That's the intersection. So you're saying we shouldn't say that, right? That's not A only.
No,
You
it
should-
isn't.
You should
No.
not shade that in.
Should not. Okay, should not. So what is A only? Okay. All right, let me shade in A only then. So you're telling me that all of this here is A only. All of that.
No, no, you still have in the
It's just in the
intersection.
intersection.
So you're saying that not all of this is A only, but that's A.
No, it's
You
not.
put it at the intersection too, because the B contains whatever that's in the intersection, whereas the A.
Okay.
Section.
Okay, so you're saying that I should not include the intersection, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so A only, let me try to see if I could shade it. According to these people in this class, they're saying, do not shade the intersections. You're telling me, I just want to shade this. So don't shade the intersection.
No.
Slime okay.
Okay,
Slime
okay.
okay.
All right.
Picking music.
I ain't tricking you today. Who do not want to get tricked today? Who do not want to get tricked today?
No, sir. I ain't wanna get
I
tricked.
can't guarantee myself.
You
I
can't-
can't get
I don't
tricked.
get
you can't
Not
guarantee.
Guarantee, but I hope so.
You hope you don't.
Same.
Okay. All right. So this right here is going to be A only. All right. This is A only. The reason why this is A only is because this is just A. We do not include the intersection with A only. All right. So you're all right.
We get a marker and shade it.
You can use a pencil to shade it. If you use a marker, the problem with the marker is that it will seep through the other page, and I don't like that. It's
Yes,
better
sir.
it's better to use a coloring pencil or a pen or a pencil just to shade it in. So what's very important, what should we notice? When we're shading A only, we do not shade the intersection. Let me repeat. When we're shading A only, we do not include the intersection because the intersection also has B in it. So you do not include the intersection, and you do not include none of B, only A. All right, let me know if y'all understand that so far. Let me know if y'all understand that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, that makes sense.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Sir.
All right, good. Let me ask, Devin Barr, where's Devin Barr? Devin Barr or Darvin Barr? Darvin? Darvin, can you hear me? I don't know if Darvin can hear me.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
This is Naya. You haven't sent me any work yet.
I haven't?
No, sir.
That's not, what? Naya. Oh, wow. Okay, you're right. You're right. Let me send it now. Okay, so Kanan, you understand this so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then Vor Lockhart, you understand this so far?
Yes, sir.
Tell me what I did to get A only. What did I do? What did I shade?
You shaded in the A, but you didn't shade in the middle and not on B section. You only shade in A.
Very good. Very good. Because it's only A, right? A only. And Delvon Sans, you understand this so far? Where's Delvon Sans?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Delvon, you understand this so far?
Yes, sir.
For A only, what did I shade? Tell me what I shade.
You circle everything but the stuff in the intersection
The stuff in the intersection, and what else?
and everything inside A.
So we shade in, we do not shade the intersection, and we do not shade the stuff that is in B. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. I mean, you have this drawn already. Let me know if you have this drawn already.
I do.
Me.
I do.
Okay.
I have it drawn already.
You have it drawn already?
Had
Okay.
to finish A.
Good. All right, so make sure, how are y'all drawing it? Are y'all using a pencil, a pen, or what y'all using, a marker? What y'all using?
Pencil.
Pencil.
Pencil and a
Pencil.
compass.
Pencil. I use
Pencil and a compass. Okay, cool. All right. So let's put, so we ready to do A only, right? Ready to do A only. Now watch what I can get y'all right now. I
B
want,
only?
That's too easy. I want
Okay, here we go.
set A. That's what I want. So we still have these two circles, but I only want set A. I didn't say A only. I said set A.
I know what it is.
Okay, tell me what you think.
You have to share the section with B instead of A.
Wait. I want Makaya. Go ahead, Makaya.
You have to share the one for B instead of A.
So I have to say it in B. She said I have to say it B instead of A. All right, anyone else?
Can I try?
In the intersection.
Say it again.
Don't share in the intersection.
Okay, Makaya said don't shade in
Shade
intersection.
A along with the
I
intersection.
think for set A,
One moment. Jaden wanted to answer. Go ahead, Jaden.
For set A, you shade in the entirety of A and the intersection because it's not saying only A, it's saying set A.
Do y'all agree with him? He's saying that we include the intersection
sir.
this time.
I agree.
So
I agree.
You agree?
I agree.
Yes.
Wait,
sir.
I agree.
we include the intersection this time?
Yes.
Okay.
Good
So
sir.
you're saying that for A it's going to be all of this, including the intersection.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, and I agree with you all. When we say A, set A, we mean all of A, including the intersection. But when we say A only, we mean what? When we say A only, we say what?
Just A.
Only A. Do not include the what?
The intersection.
Intersection.
And don't include the intersection. Don't include the thing in the middle.
Intersection and B.
Yeah, don't include the middle, right? So for set A, for all of set A, we include the intersection. But for just A only, we just want set A, but not the ones that are in the middle as well. So shade this for me. Shade this for me. Dior, you understand the difference between the first one and the second one? Dior?
Yes, sir.
Dior, explain to me the difference between the first one and the second one.
In the first one, you don't shade the intersection or set or B. And in set A, you only shading, well, you shading set, A and the intersection.
Very good. You said A intersection. Donika Martin, do you understand the difference between the two? Donika?
Yes, sir.
What's the difference?
The difference is when asking for A only, you're only asking for like A, and then when you're asking for set A, you're asking for the intersection included.
Very good. All right, the rest of you all, y'all understand how I got A only and set A, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, how many persons are writing this down in their book and drawing it?
I already did.
Drawing it?
Already did.
Almost finished.
Okay,
I'm almost finished, but my compass is not working with me right now.
Mr. Like use the bathroom, please.
yes, you can. Now I have a better question. How many persons won't look as good as mine? I have a better question.
I use my phone, so we ain't
Mine.
Yeah.
Perfect square and everything.
Hey, you should look at this. Well, I told you long time I can't draw.
circle look like an
I
oval.
look better than that, Mr. Patrick.
Yours look better than
Way
mine. Way better than
I
mine.
use
Wow.
I using a compass. I using a compass and a ruler. So
Okay.
My compass is not working with me right now.
Okay. How many persons is not afraid to admit that their one don't look as good, but it's reasonable. Reasonable.
Me. My
Reasonable.
circles look like a flat tile.
Reasonable enough. My
Reasonable.
circles look like an oval.
Look like an
Mine's
oval.
My
Okay.
circles were
Wobbly. Okay.
One of mine look like an egg, and then the other one look like it get hit on the head.
Okay, interesting. Now let's do another one. So we already know how to get A only. We already know how to do set A. And so let's do another diagram. Like I tell you, we'll be doing a lot of diagrams today. So, so let's draw this again. So you draw another rectangle. And so we draw another rectangle. Inside the rectangle, we also gonna have the same thing, as you know, the two circles. So you have another opportunity to draw your circle to its ends. You have lots of opportunities to do it. By the time you finish this lesson, you should be pros at drawing circles. Okay, so what I want now is, I already have
Set B only.
I want B only. B only. So if I want B only, how does that look like? So let's
You gotta go on the.
what I have to do. So
You
let's
have
let
to.
B
That's
only, B only is
circle.
just the section where P is and not the intersection and not A.
very good, Miss Gray. So this is B. So I want only B. So I do not include what? I do
A
not,
and the intersect.
very good. I do not include the intersection. I do not include A. So let me highlight this. So B only. So make sure you do not include the intersection. All right. Try my best not to include this. All right. Do not include the intersection, only the elements in B only. So don't include the intersection. All right. Just this. So I'm gonna shade it in. In your case, you could use a pencil, you could use a pen, or crayons or coloring pencils. Anyone using coloring pencils or crayons? Oh, that's kind of nice. Devana. Now, if you don't have that, then I don't recommend you use a marker because markers will bleed onto your paper. But we have B. So this is B only, right? And B only means that you do not include the intersection. All right. So far, Jemiah, where's Jemiah? Jemiah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Are you drawing these down?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Do you understand how we get these answers so far?
I do.
Good. Jeremiah Johnson, where's Jeremiah Johnson?
Yeah.
Jeremiah Johnson, you have to stay back because you missed a lot.
That's
So,
my call was off yesterday.
If I was off yesterday, okay, so don't leave early.
That's
That's Jeremiah and Matthew. Don't leave early. Jeremiah rule, where's Jeremiah rule? Where's Jeremiah rule?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand how we get our answer so far?
Yes, sir.
So for B only, how do we get that answer? What do we do?
You have the shade in only the right side.
All right. Do we include the middle?
No, sir.
No, we do not include the middle, and we do not include A.
The passage says
Yes,
only
sir.
B.
Very good. Jeremiah Thurston, I noticed that you're very quiet today. What happened?
No, I just
Mm-hmm.
I ain't too sure. I might be a little bit under the weather because I was playing ball in the rain before I come.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Jermaine Moxie,
Yes, sir.
you understand what we're doing so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So you ready to, by the way, y'all ready finished with that one before I move on to this next one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, yes. No, yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So,
Okay. Okay, so next. So we already did A only, B only, but we haven't done what? I don't think we have done just set B. So let's just do set B by itself, yeah. Let's do set B. So I'm gonna put this in. Joel Dean, where's Joel Dean?
Radio.
Joel, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Can you understand how we getting our shading and diagrams, right?
Yes, sir.
That's good. And so next up we have Tatina Gilton.
yes, sir.
You understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. So tell me, Tatina, for set B, what are we gonna shade?
Set B and the intercept.
Say it again.
Set B and the intercept.
Very good. Very good. Tatina, we're gonna shade the set B and the intersection. Do we agree with her? Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We agree.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So we shade in all of B, right? Including the intersection, because that's what they asked us for, all of B, right? Kiajane, where's Kiajane? Kiajane, Bethel, can you hear me?
Yes.
Are you writing this down, Kiajane?
Yes, I have it in my.
Okay, good. Do you understand what we're doing so far?
Yes, sir.
That's good. And Ken Renique Gray. That's Ken Renique.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the difference between the diagrams?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you writing this down in your book?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Caleb Higgs. That's Caleb.
Yes, sir.
I know you're not doing, after class, please don't leave early. I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you one-on-one. Do not leave early. And Kanan, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me how we got the diagram for set B.
For set B, we shaded all of B, which includes the intersection.
But
Intersection is also part of B.
very good. The intersection also part of B. Do we for B only, do we do the same thing or we do something different?
No, so for B only, you don't include the intersection, because when you include the intersection, the intersection is also part of A.
Very good point. Very good explanation. Kanan. All right. The rest of you, do you all understand this?
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I understand.
Makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Anushka, you made it.
Yes, I did, and I do understand.
That's good. All right, good. All right, so let's change it up, right? Switch it up. Don't get bamboozled now. All right. So let's go ahead and let's see. We can put for this one. I don't know. Let's try to make it a little interesting for Sashanik. All right. Insert. All right, so let's say we want A. Give me the intersection. If I want to shade the intersection, what would that be? A intersect B, which part would that be? I know of my diagram. If I just want the intersection.
In the middle.
That's
It
the
will be in
middle
the middle.
section. That's the
Okay.
middle section.
Only, yeah.
Oopsies, sorry. I don't know. Skip through. Okay, wrong diagram. So it will be the middle, right? So just the middle section. So for this one, when you're shading it in, you just want to shade the intersection. That is the middle part. And with that, let me get back to my drawings. Okay, we go. We should be this.
Mr. Pay, I want to say welcome to our class. That's mine.
Never mind, you good? All right. So we want A.
It was there for a second though.
It was there for a second, right? Okay. So A, and then what? B. But for the intersection is the one that's in the middle. That's the ones that are in common, right? That's the elements that the set have in common. And so,
Right.
so that won't be just the middle portion. Carissa, do you understand so far what we're doing? Carissa Clark? Where's
Yes,
Carissa?
sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
What does the intersection refer to?
The middle.
The middle section, right? An intersection is where set A and set B have common elements. How about Kyla? Kyla, do you understand what's happening? Where's Kyla? I forget her mic ain't working. Kaylee, welcome. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And what does the intersection refer to? Kaylee? Which part of the diagram is the intersection, Kaylee?
Me?
Kaylee Welchcomb. Or Kylie Welchcomb, probably pronouncing the name wrong.
Is it A and B?
Which part of the diagram does the intersection refer to? Which part of the diagram?
The middle?
The middle portion, yes. The middle portion. Let me ask you that again. Which part of the diagram is the intersection?
The middle.
The middle portion, all right?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I'm about to swim home, so I'll be listening from here on.
Interesting verb. Tamani, you understand it so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What part of the diagram does the intersection refer to?
The middle.
The middle section. And Lamar, you understand so far? Lamar McKenzie?
Yes, sir. And my diagram's looking good.
Your diagram's looking good as well. Okay, that's good. Who else diagram looking good and nice and coordinated?
Mine's.
Mine's? Who's
Not
mine?
sure.
Cleveland.
T, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. The first tree was looking good. Then I give up on the riddle.
Mine look bad.
I give up on the
Here's
riddle.
the thing with mine. I keep getting a circle bigger than the other.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
My circle, my last ones look the best out of all them.
The last ones. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's
Pretty good.
one circle looking better than the next. All right.
Yep, that's it.
All right. Okay, so
But
let's
it's
move
still-
on. It's still right? Now the last one. The last one we go ahead.
Good afternoon, I just reached.
Good afternoon.
But I don't know what you're doing.
Who said that?
My internet was off.
Mari, okay, we can explain it to you. You have to draw the diagrams, draw the Venn diagrams for me. And in each case, we're shading what it represents. All right. So, all right, we're shading what it represents. So let me explain it. So, okay, so for this one, we want the, what do you think we want for this one? We don't want the intersection. What do we want? Give it a guess.
Union.
The union.
A union B.
The union. Now, what A union B is going to be? How are we going to shade that? Got you all right now. What is the union?
Everything.
Everything.
Everything? Really?
It's the union, right?
So the union is going to be everything, right? So everything. I'm going to shade in the whole thing, right? That's the union, right?
No, not like that. No, sir, no.
No, y'all
So
tell me
no.
everything. Nope. Y'all tell me
No,
everything.
the two circles.
Everything in the
inside
the two circles.
Well, this one easy. You just gotta shade in the outside in the circles.
Just the outside? Okay, you say just the outside.
Yes, sir.
Just the outside, is he correct?
No.
So he's saying just the outside.
No,
Hold on, Mr. Petit.
Because outside in.
You're asking for the
No,
union
Mr.
for
Mitty,
A
my
and B?
bad. You must circle everything.
Everything?
A and B circle that you're circling. You're not circling the out.
Intersection.
Okay, so you're telling me that okay, so you're telling me just the outside, right? That makes sense, right? Just the outside.
No.
No. It doesn't
That's
say
along
A
the
union
sets of A and B.
The
It says
circles
A
and the
union B.
intersection.
Okay, so I got it now. I understand what y'all trying to tell me now. So y'all are trying to tell me.
I don't think you're supposed to do the middle.
You think I should just show I should just shade like this part, right? Just this part.
And then the other part.
B.
Oh,
Except for the middle.
okay, I got it now. I got it. Perfect. I
Except
understand.
for the middle.
So, except for the middle, I got you. So everything here and everything here, but don't include the middle. Make that makes
No, that's wrong.
I have a feeling.
The middle, I think the middle should be included.
If it's a union, it should be everything.
You do
right?
it should be everything included in the middle.
Should be everything.
It should be. Y'all,
Union.
it should be, or y'all thinking, y'all guessing which one?
It should be.
It has to be.
It should be.
You tricky.
Should be.
It is.
It is.
Because it's the union set and union is everything inside the sleeve. I have an idea.
Exactly.
God honest truth. Mr. Petit, that's supposed to be everything.
Everything? Okay. Everything. So the whole everything inside the circle.
This is the universal set.
That's all everything.
It's supposed to be everything inside the circle, but on the outside of the box, you're not supposed to circle.
Ah, very good. Very good. Very good. So okay, y'all ain't getting tricked today. Y'all are
No.
standing your ground. Standing your ground
I'm standing our ground.
against all enemies. All right. Okay, no problem. See? So A, B. Wait, let me fix my B because I don't like that B. Gotta make sure my eyes look with sense. All right, so y'all are absolutely correct. For the union, we include everything in the two circles. Just in the two circles, that's it. All right, everything in the two circles. My B still look bad. Everything inside the two circles, including the intersection, because it's the union, all right? So this is gonna be B. So everything.
All right, okay, sexy B.
Yeah, that one looked much better.
Yeah,
so,
that one look a little better. That look better than all the B's.
Oh my goodness. All right, you might be alone, might be already married.
Okay.
Okay, so shading all of B, all of A and all of B. All right, all of it, all of it. Now you all know what to do. Once you finish with your work, what you're gonna do?
Done our work.
Picture and send it
Send
in.
it to you.
Take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Where is Amari? Amari? I think Amari said he didn't understand what's. You said you didn't understand what's happening, right?
I understand now.
You understand now? Okay, so for the union, what are we doing?
Shading all the circles.
Yeah, shading all
Also
of
circles.
yeah, both of the circles. Do we say the outside? Do we say the outside?
No, sir.
No, we do not shade the outside. All right. We do not shade the outside.
I send you the people want to professional do that.
All right, Ms. Cash. All right, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Janae Williams, do you understand what we're doing here? Janae?
Yes, sir.
Lanice, very good. Lanice, do you understand what's happening? Lanice, do you understand? I can't hear from Lanice. Levon Tanique, do you understand what's happening? Levon Tanique? Let me know in the chat. And Louise Jean, do you understand? She said yes, sir.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead, Barry.
I just returned from work. I'm not too sure what's going on.
You're not too sure what's going on. Okay. So here I want y'all to shade each Venn diagram properly, right? Based on what's on top, right?
What's up?
Miss Jean, you understand?
Mr. Petit, I understand.
Okay, good. So basically, if you look at this one, right? I asked for A only, right?
Yes,
So for A only, I only want you to shade A part. Do not include the intersection. Do not include B, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, when I say set A, I want all of A. So all of A, including the intersection.
Yes,
That
sir.
makes sense? Now,
Yes,
if I
sir.
say B only, I mean, I only want B, do not include the intersection. All right? But
Yes,
if I
sir.
say B, set B, I want all of B, including the intersection. All right? But if I
So
say
is
this one,
no, I mean like okay, like how you have with the topic say set diagram. That's what it is.
yeah, these are set diagrams. We're shading it. We're just shading them in, yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, I understand.
Understand? Good. How many persons already sent in their work? Let me know if you already sent in your work, please.
I did.
I did.
Already sent it in.
When you send your work. Good.
I did.
Where's Antio and Ahmad? Are y'all there? Cherise. Okay, I know y'all just reached, but what we're doing is we're shading in the correct set diagrams. So basically, one moment, you're gonna see a lot of flickering on the screen. That's because I'm taking the attendance. Give me one moment. Okay, good. So, Antio and Ahmad, this one says what? What does it say?
A only.
A only, right? So for A only, we do not include the intersection. We only include A. Make sense?
So.
Now this one, what does one say? Said A. So that means that we want all of A. All right?
So the whole thing.
The whole thing, yeah. And then for this one, we want B only. So we do not include the intersection and we do not include A.
That's B.
That makes sense? Just shade this spot. And then this one should be straightforward because this one is just B.
So.
All right. And this one, I want the intersection. So I just want what?
But
I want the intersection for this one. A intersect B. So what part of the diagram will I shade?
Intersection, the middle.
The middle portion, right? But this one here, this is what? You remember what this one is?
A and B.
This one is the intersection. What do we call this one? Can't remember. The union. The union. Right?
Union.
The union. So the union means I want you to shade all of A and all of B. All right. And so draw these and take a picture of them and send it to me. Do you understand it, Auntie Onamad? Let me know before I.
We understand it.
Got it? Okay.
So we get it. We get it.
That's
We
good.
have to do it. We won't live with a traffic because it's raining.
Okay.
So,
Take a screenshot of it. Okay, so let's move on to what I want us to do is I want us to do a grade exercise on this. So for the grade exercise, I need you to do this. Let me give you all one to do. I want you to shade in. I want you to shade in the correct parts of it. Oh boy, I hope I do this right. Okay, so let me bring this one. Let's do this here. So for the grade exercise, I want you to shade in the correct, shade each diagram based on the instructions I give you. So let me construct it so you can see what I mean. So let's write this down. Write this down for me, please. So grade exercise. Again, write this down for me. This grade exercise number 1. Now for these ones, right? Does it have to be A and B, or I could use different? Yes.
You could do different letters.
I could use different letters, right? So
I wasn't able to finish drawing the rest of them.
who's that speaking? Who's that
Ethan
speaking?
Payne.
Ethan Bain? Ethan, can you take a screenshot of this?
Yes, sir.
Let me see if I can take a screenshot and send it to you all. I don't know, because this chat in these days are kind of, it used to allow me to send. Yeah, it's not allowing me to send pictures. It used to though. I don't know. Okay, so you got a picture of it, Ethan?
I able to do it right now.
Yeah, take a picture of it and so you could be able to have it for the grade exercise. So for the grade exercise, I'm going to give you the particular like heading, and I want you to shade the correct part.
I got
Mr. Batik, Mr. Batik, you see the notes I sent you?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
I send them now.
Okay, send them now for me, please. Okay, so all right, so let's write the instructions. So the instructions are, write this down for me, please. Shade the diagrams correctly based off what? Based off the headings that I give you all, right? So make sure I do that. Make sure I do that. Now remember what I said, it doesn't have to be, we don't have to necessarily use A and B, right? Like, so even if I give you something different than A and B, don't be confused and be like, oh, I don't know what to do. I am lost. No, it's the same thing. So, okay, good. So it's gonna be 6 of them, just like last time. Right. So let's say that the first one, I want you all to do the intersection. So it's going to be, let's say L intersect M. And let me get the diagram here. There we go. So for this one, I want you to show me or shade in what is L intersect M. Do y'all understand how to do that one? I'm gonna understand how to do that.
I understand.
I'm gonna do the understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah, sir.
So that means that no one should get any of these wrong. Am I right? Is that fair? Is that a fair statement?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Right.
sir.
Okay, good. Next, let's do another one. So draw it neatly, please. You don't have to be 100% professional because you have like 6 of them to do, but just make sure it's neat. The next one I want you to tell me what is, Shekinah, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir. I'm writing down the exercise.
What number you on so far?
I am number 1. I'm kind of writing slow.
You understand what to do?
Yes, sir. Shade the diagram.
Very good. And Jeremiah Thurston, you understand what to do?
Yes, sir. It's easy work.
Easy, good. So the next thing we're gonna do is we have M only, and the next thing I want is set L. Please do not mix up the shadings, please. Set L. So the first one I want M only. The second one I want, the first one I want the intersection, sorry. The second one I want M only. The third one I want set L. You can call this number 3. So those are the first 3. I'm gonna give you 3 more. My persons are writing these down and answering the questions based on them. Let me know if you're doing that.
I am. I'm trying to draw them with the compass.
Trying to draw them. Okay. I was only with like 5 people. Anyone else?
I did.
I am also.
You are? Okay.
Mr. Badi,
Uh-huh.
were there any notes on this?
The notes was what we did the first time.
You mean yesterday or?
No, just now, these.
Okay. Oh, all right then. All right.
Yeah. So basically it's these, but just different. So,
All right.
so this is L and this is M.
Last day special.
Last day special. Fridays. I can't even say Friday special because we don't have class on Friday. But we can say Thursday special. All right.
Yes, sir.
It's a good thing we don't have class on Friday.
Why is that? Why is that,
Let's
Kanan? Why is that, Kanan?
It's Friday
Why is
and
that?
Sunday.
At least you get
To be
Friday.
honest, I got PE on Fridays.
You got for real? Wow, they put
Me
free.
too.
Honestly, Fridays are my rest day.
Me 3.
Me 3.
Lucky.
Hallelujah.
All right.
I remember when I had
My
PE on
PE day
Fridays.
changes every
Me
day.
4.
Boy, Friday. I think I'm at least still at the end of the week. You see, when you get to close 30. Do you have a last period? That'll be good. If you have a last period, that'll be like the best.
Yes, sir. I have it last.
Yes, sir.
Last
I have
period.
a 3rd period.
I have PE first thing in the morning.
You're lucky. I have PE on Tuesday in 3rd period, but you're lucky.
Oh, Lord.
I have PE Wednesday 4th.
Tuesday, 3rd.
Sorry, Mr.
I had-
Petit,
I
this
had
is
PE.
very
Go
distracting.
ahead. Say it again.
I have PE twice a week.
That is very distracting.
Oh, you
I
might
have
change it.
I got PE first and second period.
First and second.
I go to Aquinas on my PE day changes.
All right, so let's focus, right? Let's dial in. Okay, so next we have the intersection. Then we have M only. Then we have set L, and then what we have. Let's do what? Set M. All right. Okay, good. So for set M, I want you to shade set M. So we have L and then we have M. All right. So then we're just gonna be number 5. What number y'all on? What number y'all on?
Number 3.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Number 6.
Number 6. Okay.
I'm on number 5.
Number 5. Okay. Then we have what we haven't done yet. Let's do L only. Let's do L only. And then the next one we're gonna do is This one, let's do the union. So the L union M. So I want you to do these on your own. Do these on your own. You should be able to do them on your own. Should be. And I hope that you get all right. So it's 6 of them. Let me label these diagrams. We're going to call this one L. We're going to call this one what? M. And we're going to call this one L. We're going to call this one what? M. All right. Okay. Xavier, what number you on? One moment. Xavier, what number you on?
Number 4. No, number 6. My bad.
Number 6. Okay. Xavier Miller, what number you on?
Number 6.
Number 6.
Mr.
Zion?
B,
Yes,
B,
go ahead.
I-
You have a question?
Zion, you could enable my mic when I come back, please.
No problem.
Mr. Petit, I'm done and I sent my work.
Jaden, you finished? That's good. Where's Zion Davis? Zion, what number you on? Zion Davis, what number you on?
Number 6.
Number 6, you understand what you're doing, Zion?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Natalia?
Number 4.
Natalia, what number you on?
5.
5. Natalia, you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
How about you, Nateo? What number you on? Nateo, what number you on?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Number 3.
Number 3, you sure?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
All right. And Yelisha Edgecombe,
Yes, sir.
what number are you on?
I'm on
Number what?
number 4.
Number 4. Okay. Anyone is finished? It's just Jaden who finished?
I'm finished.
Yes, sir, I finished.
Almost.
Done.
Almost. Anushka, what number you on?
Number 4, still drawing.
So drawing. Okay. And
Mr. Petit, I just want to put on record that would have been done long time. It's just because I have to draw.
yeah, the drawing is a lot. The drawing is a lot. Tavana, what number you on?
I'm on number 2.
Number 2. You understand what to do, Tavana?
You say Devana.
Tavana. Tavana,
Yes, sir.
you understand what to do, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. And Devana Knowles,
Yes, sir.
what number are you on now?
3.
Number 3.
I finished the work already. Yes, sir.
Okay. If you already take a if you already finished with this, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, if you're already done, take a picture of it and send it to me
I
via
almost
WhatsApp.
the number 5. I'm
I
still
already
with
got that,
number
Mr. Richard.
That's good. Sharice and Sharon, what number y'all on? Sharice and Sharon, what number?
Number 4.
Number 4. And Sharon, what number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5. How about what's her name? Satasia, what number you on?
And the last one.
Last one. And Rico, what number you on? Rico, sweetie? Rico, what number you on? Can't have from Rico. Rico, what number you on? Can't really have from him. Ricardo, what number you on? Ricardo. Is Ricardo here? Where's Ricardo? Ricardo. Can't have from Ricardo.
Finished.
You finished? Good.
Mr. Petit already sent your notes.
That's good. Matthew, what number you on, Matthew?
Number 4 is a drawing.
Okay. You understand what to do though?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Ramon, what number you on? Ramon?
Mr. Petit.
Go
I
ahead.
finished.
That's good, Justin. Jeremiah. Ramon, sorry. Can't have from Ramon. How about Nevaeh Stewart? What's her name? Nevaeh Stewart.
Number 6.
6. Natasha Charlton. What number you on?
Mr. Petit, I finished all of them.
You finished all of them? You ready to send it to me?
No,
Ready?
so I'm gonna send it to you now.
Okay, good. Once you are finished,
You wanna send it?
yeah, send the grade exercise as well. Send the grade exercise as well.
Okay.
Send the grade exercise as well. Dior, what number you on?
I'm finished.
You said you sent in the work, yeah?
Yes, sir.
That's good. How about
Mr. Petit, I finished.
you finish as well? That's good.
Mr. Petit, I'm finished. I sent it to you already.
I'm finished.
You finished as well? Okay, good. Let me ask, Johnny, you finished?
No.
No? Okay, where's Anthony? Anthony sent Remy.
I'm finished.
Okay, let's do number 1 together. For number 1, Anthony, what you
Let
have
me put
for-
my.
for
Number 6.
Number 1, what you have for number 1, Anthony? What we gonna shade?
The middle only.
The middle only. Do we agree with Anthony? And do you all have this one as well?
Yeah.
Just
Yes,
the,
sir.
just the
Yeah.
middle. Nothing else but the middle.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So it's gonna be the intersection. Tiffany and Monique, you all have this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I just already said my work.
They sent it, okay. That's good. So if you got it right, please put a tick. If you got it wrong, you have to make the
I got
correction.
that right.
Got that right? That's good. So let's do another one. Any volunteers for number 2? I want M
Me.
only. Cooper? Go ahead, Xavier.
Like shading the M section.
The M section. So that's M only. So you want
Yes, sir.
including the intersection?
No, sir. Not the intersection or not the L section either.
Very good. So just this. Right. All right. So it's gonna be just this.
Mr. Petit, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right.
I can hear you. Barry, you understand this so far? It's Barry Jean.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I understand.
Okay, good. How many persons got number 2 correct? Number 2.
Yeah. Me.
Shekinah?
You.
Did? Don't lie now. Tell the truth. You got number 2 right before I gave the answer.
I did.
Yeah,
I
honest.
did.
I did.
Very good. Okay, so next up. So you got this right. I need Natalia. Where's Natalia?
Yes, sir.
I need you to help me out with number 3. What you got for number 3?
Shade in L.
You say
And then
shade in
middle.
L. Do we include the middle?
Yes, sir.
Good. So it's gonna be all of L, the whole thing. How many persons did that? The whole thing, including the intersection. Let me
I
figure it
did.
out.
I do not.
I did.
I did.
Good.
I did.
So how y'all shading it? What y'all using? Y'all using
Yeah.
like a marker pen? What y'all using? Crayon?
Pencil.
Pencil?
Pen.
Pen.
Pen? Okay. So, and y'all shading the whole of L, right?
I use pencil.
Pencil is good. The whole of L, do not include the outside, right? Don't include the outside.
Correct.
Rub out the pencil.
Yeah, you could always rub out the erase the pencil, is correct.
With that.
Kaylee, do you understand this? Kaylee? Kaylee Welchcome? Where's Kaylee?
Oh, sorry, it's Kylie.
Kylie, yeah, sorry, you understand number 3?
Yes, sir.
Did you get it right?
Yes, sir.
Good. How many persons got the top 3 right? The top 3?
I did. I did.
I did.
I did.
I did. Top three.
I did.
Good.
I did.
Very good.
I get everything right.
Next, what's his name? Jeremiah Rule. Jeremiah Rule.
Yes, sir.
I need you to do number 4, set M. How do we get that?
My whole book smell like ink.
Shade on it.
I'm sorry. Speak again, Jeremiah.
Shade only the left side.
So do I include intersection or no?
No, sir.
It says set M though. It didn't say M only.
Yes, sir.
So do I include, because M only is just this, but do I include the intersection this time?
Yes, sir.
Good, I do. Because it says set M, all of set M. All right. All right. 4 out of 4, anyone? 4 out of 4. Any takers? 4 out of 4.
Yes, sir.
4 out of 4.
I got all right so far.
Got all right so far. That's good. Make sure I put a tick.
All right so far.
Good. Make sure I put a tick if you got it right, and if you got it wrong, please make the correction. Okay. Caleb Higgs with number 1. Are you finished? Where's Caleb?
I'm done.
Finish. Okay, help me with L only.
Can I do the last one?
Yes, we can. L only, Caleb. I mean, yeah, that's
Shade
good.
in the L said without the intersection.
Say it again.
Shade in the L only without the intersection.
L only without the intersection. Very good. L only without the intersection. We do not include that. Only person's got that.
I did.
I did.
Very good.
I do.
Very good. Very good. So it's going to be L only. Shade and all that. So if you got it right, please put a tick. If you got it wrong,
I got it right.
please make a correction.
Mr. P mostly got all right.
You mostly get all right. So it's only one more.
All right.
If you got all right.
All right.
Okay, so that's me put tick here. Last but not least, Kamani. The union.
Both L and M, including the intersection.
Do I include the outside as well?
No, sir.
Just the inside circles.
Yes, sir.
Good. If I wanted to include the outside, right? Oh, I know, I get it at the next slide. You can do that next. All right, so because these are not all the diagrams that we could draw, right? We could draw others. So, but remember for this one, the union, we want all of.
Mr. Petit, I get it.
You got all right, Shekinah?
I got all right.
You got all right as well?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna send you my work now because I just finished.
Good.
And I got all right.
I got all right
Me
too.
too.
All right.
All
Me too.
Me too.
Me
All right.
Me too.
All right.
Me 4.
All right. L union M. All right, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. 1 second. All right. Anyone got 6 out of 6?
I did.
I did.
You already know. You already know.
I did.
I did.
You already know.
I did.
All right, perfect. All right, excellent. Sharice Skater, you said you got all right? That's good. I need you all to take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. And Empress already done that.
I already
did that.
Already did
I
that.
already did that.
That's good. All right, let's move on to the next one.
And I send you I send you the work.
You sent the work already? That's good. Okay, so let's do some more. What time is it? We have time. That's good. So let's title this more set diagrams. All right. So more set diagrams. All right. All right, so let's draw some more. So let me go back here, and we're gonna continue back with A and B and stuff. So let me put this up a little because we have space. So let's say for this one I want. Say for this one I want. Let me use a different symbol. Let me see. So let's just say I use I don't know. I want to use this symbol.
That means everything within the square.
That means everything within the square. Why you say that? Why you say that? You're saying all of the elements? Why would you say that?
Isn't it asking for all of the elements in the square?
You asking me or you telling me which one?
I'm telling you.
Yes, she's right.
Because it's a universal set.
It's the universal set. Very good. The universal set. So this.
I thought you say you use Xi for when you deal with universal sets.
Oh, you gotta pay attention, Kanan.
Epsilon.
We said what? For the universal set. We said there are 3 ways we could represent the universal set. We said we could use what? What's the first way we said? The U, capital U. What's the next way?
Epsilon.
Epsilon.
Which is the backwards 2.
Which is the backwards 2.
And
the Greek letter I.
And the Greek letter I, right?
Because I know you like to use your Xi.
Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. So it's definitely out of character for real. Use an epsilon. All right, but we could use epsilon in this case. We shade in everything. That's correct. The whole thing, the whole rectangle, because that's what the universal set is basically, the whole rectangle. All right. Does that make sense, Amari, to you?
Yes, sir.
And Nateo,
I mean, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nateo, does that make sense to you? Nateo. Where's Nateo? Nateo, can you hear me?
He can't talk.
He can't talk. Oh, he left. He's
Hello?
muted. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you understand what's happening?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How about you, Nateo? You understand?
Yes, sir.
So for the universal set, what do I shade Nateo for universal set? What do I shade Nateo for the universal set?
Pardon?
What do I shade for the universal set?
Everything.
Everything, very good. What does this symbol mean, Nateo? The same symbol.
I ain't like Mr. Petit. I forgot what that mean.
Can the class, can y'all help him? What does the symbol mean?
Universal.
Universal.
Universal set. So we're gonna try this again. Nateo, what does the symbol mean?
Mr. Petit.
One moment, we're trying to help Nateo here. What does the symbol mean, Nateo?
Universal.
Universal set. And what do we have the shade in the universal set?
Everything.
Everything. Very good. You understand that, Nateo? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Good. Someone had a question before?
Yes. Can I use a highlighter to shade in the circles?
Yeah, you can. That'll be cool. That'll be kind of neat. If you have a highlighter. Tatiana, do you understand the first diagram that I have here? Tatiana?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
Okay. So you know what the symbol means?
Universal.
Universal set. And so since it's the universal set, I'm gonna shade the whole, everything in the rectangle. That's what that means. That makes sense? That makes sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand the previous ones that I was doing?
Yes, sir.
You understood these?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Anyone else understand this first one? Let me know if you understand the first one that I did, this one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And Rashanti McKinsey, do you understand this first one? Rashanti. Rashanti McKinsey.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, good. So for the universal set, we shade in the whole thing. Moving right along. Let's move on to this. So next we have let's move on to this. So for this one we have let's say we want let's label the diagram first. So we're gonna call
write these diagrams too?
Yes, definitely write these down. Definitely write these down. So you're gonna draw them properly and neatly inside of your book. So we're gonna call this A. So you're gonna call this set A. Then we're gonna call this set B.
How about we use something different than A and B?
For the examples, I want to use A and B. Maybe for the grade exercise, I might change it.
Yes, sir.
All right, so A and B. All right, so I have A and B, and then let's say for this one, I want to do A, let's see. A comma. Okay, so what does this mean?
A complement.
Complement.
The complement of A.
A intercept?
Complement.
Complement.
The complement of A or A complement.
The
A
complement.
complement.
A complement. A complement or the complement of A. Question.
Complement of A.
The same thing. Okay. What does A complement mean?
Everything
The opposite, basically the opposite.
Do whatever with the set that is not A.
Everything.
It's basically the opposite.
So A complement is going to be everything except for set A. So that means we could shade what? Everything, but we do not shade
B.
We do not shade A. So everything except for A. All right. So I gotta be careful I don't shade A. I hope I don't shade A. So all of this, everything except for A. Where's Anthony St. Remy? Can you hear me?
I'm here.
What does A complement mean?
Everything except for A.
Very good. And Chakaina, what does A complement mean? Chakaina.
A complement means you're only shading in. You're not shading in A, only B.
So we're shading everything except for what?
B.
Everything except for
A and B.
no.
Um,
A complement.
Hold
A
on.
complement is supposed to be
Everything
shade and
and
B
B.
on the outside.
Everything
Eh?
and B.
Everything
A.
except
Yeah,
for
everything except for A.
everything except for A. Thank you.
Mm.
Dior.
Oh.
Where's Dior? Where's Dior?
A complement means everything but A, and B complement means everything but B.
Thank you. Alexia Brown. Alexia Brown. Where's Alexia Brown? That's the problem with her right now. She just get lost. Alexia Brown. Where's Alexia Brown? Alexia Brown, can you hear me? Can't hear from Alexia Brown. I don't like that. That is bad. Antio? Where's Antio? And Ahmad.
Yes, sir.
What does A complement mean?
Everything except for A.
Everything except for
Always.
A. So we do not shade. We can shade it in everything and in the universal set, but we do not shade A.
Yes, sir.
Good. Hello. Good night. Yes, mom.
It's number D.
He on the phone.
Okay. Alexia, are you there? Where's Alexia Brown? Okay, still not hearing from Alexia. For those of you inside this class, please make sure that you are responding to me when I call you. All right, that's how it works. You have to be engaged. If you're not engaged, then that you're telling me that you're not paying attention. That's what that means. All right. So A complement is going to be everything inside the universal set except for A. And that's how we shade it. All right. That makes sense?
Makes sense.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good. Now let's move on to, so we got A complement. Denvor, you understand A complement? Denvor.
Yes, sir.
That's good. Now let's move on to another one. And so let me oopsies. So we're gonna call this A, and then we're gonna call this one B. So the next one that we're gonna do, we already did A complement. Let's try B complement. So A complement means everything except for A. What does B complement mean?
Everything except for B.
Everything except for B. So we shade in everything, but we do not include B. Ken Leah Flowers, are you there? Where's Ken Leah? So we're gonna shade everything except for B. That's good. So we shade all of the elements. So all of the elements in the universal set except for B. Donika, you understand this so far?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Delvon Sans,
What do you call me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you understand?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Where's Ken Leah Flowers? Are you there? Ken Leah?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what's happening?
Yes, sir.
So for B complement, what are we gonna shade?
Everything that's in A
besides B.
So everything in the universal set except for
B.
Except for B. Very good. So pretty straightforward. How are your diagrams looking? How is it looking? How are your diagrams looking?
This one what I just now did, it looks bad,
Looks
in my
bad.
opinion.
Yeah,
The
okay.
compass is not working for me for some reason.
The compass is not working.
Since I'm not using my phone do the diagram, I have to do it by hand.
Do it by hand, okay. And
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it. Justin Shepherd, where's Justin?
Yes, sir.
When we say B complement, what do we mean?
Everything except for B.
Everything except for B. And Janae Williams? Janae Williams? Where's Janae?
I'm about to run out of ink at this point.
You run out of ink? Oh, the amount of shading you're doing, right?
So one pencil this time.
Pencil, yeah. Malik
I
Dawson.
had to sharpen my crayon like 5 times to do them trick.
Malik, where's Malik?
Yes, sir.
For B complement, what does that mean?
That's everything except B.
Everything in the universal set except for B. Matthew, what does B complement mean?
Everything. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Everything except for B.
Everything in the universal set except for B. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Good. And is Nateo here? Nateo, can you hear me?
Green or Miller?
Green. Chanel, you understand?
Yes, I understand.
That's good. And Zion Davis, do you understand what's happening?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Ricardo, where's Ricardo?
I'm now.
You understand what's happening?
Yes, sir.
Good. Kushana Store. We good?
Yes, sir.
That's good. And Canaan, we understand what's happening?
Yes, sir.
How about Egypt? Egypt, do you understand? Where's Egypt? You know I have not called.
Yes, sir.
Egypt, you understand? So for B complement Egypt, what do we shade? For
Everything except B.
everything except B. Good. Okay, so now let's move on to another one. I wish I could just get, all I want is the rectangle. They're giving me a hard time. Okay, so for this one, let's say that we want, or let's say that we have this guy, A union B, whatever that means. All right.
Everything except A and B.
How do we pronounce this?
A union
A
B.
union B intersect.
A union B intersect. Okay, someone say A.
Complementary. A union B complement.
A union B complement. That's what someone say. Anyone else? How do we pronounce this?
A union B.
complement.
Complements of A.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
A union B complement. Complement of
The
A.
complements of A union B.
The complement of A union B. So why y'all saying complement? Why y'all not just saying A union B? What's up with the?
Because
complement.
A union B, E complement.
So it has that little what?
B.
Right? It has this little mark on top, part of a quotation mark. So This is the way how we pronounce it is A union B complement, or we could say the complement of A union B. Either one is right. What does it mean though?
Everything in the square
When A and B
Everything
is
except for A and B. Everything except for A and B.
Outside A and B.
Okay.
Everything except A and B.
Everything except for A union B. That's what the complement means, right? The complement means whatever on top of the complement you do not include. So we do not include the union. That's what this means. I want everything in my universal set except for the union of A and B. And I already know that the union of A and B is this. So this is the union of A and B if I were to shade that. This is the union of A and B. But I don't want that, do I? It's the part that I don't want. I don't want the union. I want everything outside of the union. So if there was a way to represent how do we, pick the elements on the outside of these two circles, it's going to be this. A union B complements. Let's shade the outside. A union B complements. A union B complement. Nakari Roberts, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
All right, what am I not shading?
Pardon?
What am I not shading in this one?
The inside of A and B
The
and the
inside.
middle.
Very good. Where's CC, Nakari?
I don't know, but I could message her to see where she is.
Yeah, please do. I don't know what happened to her mic, but her mic does not work. So you
Okay.
also ask her to fix that. And Jemaya, do you understand this, Jemaya?
Yes, sir.
What am I not shading in? What am I not shading in?
The circles,
The circles, the two circles, because they say A union B what?
all complement.
Complement. A union B all complement. So we not include it. Where's the mayor Ford? The mayor Ford, are you there? There's the mayor. And Ethan Bean, you understand what's happening here? Ethan Bean. Where's Ethan? Can I from Ethan? Miss Cash, you understand how to do this one?
Yes, I do.
That's good. Monique, you understand?
Mr. Petit, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Why you put the brackets there? You couldn't just put the complement sign? A union B with the complement?
Okay, that's a
I was
very
thinking
good.
the same thing.
That's a very good question.
Why the bracket?
All right. Actually, actually, if we do not include the bracket, if we just have this, right? If we have A union B, and we just have complement, the way how this actually reads is A union B complement. But we don't want that. We want A union B, all of it complement. We don't just want B to be complement. You see what I'm saying? So if we had like this, you would have to think that only B is complemented. So you just have A plus the union of B complement. You understand that, Xavier?
Yes, sir.
So the reason why we put the brackets is to say that no, we want the whole thing, the complement of the whole thing. We don't just want the complement of B.
Mr. Batik.
You understand?
Mr. Batik.
Go ahead.
Mr. Batik. So basically, it's B complement, but with but you said in the middle.
You mean for this one?
If you didn't put the brackets.
So if I didn't put the brackets, then that would just mean that I am complementing B. I'm not complementing A, and that's the problem. I want the whole thing. I want A union B complement. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So,
Excuse me.
One moment. Marinique, you have a question?
I finished all my work.
7:30.
Mr. Petit, you want us to take a picture and send it to you?
Say it again.
You want us to take a picture and send it to you now?
Not yet. I haven't finished with this yet.
Mr. Petit, I have a question.
Marinique, where's Marinique? What did you
Yes,
stop
sir?
at? What did you stop at? Which one? Stop at modeling? Okay, yeah, you could go.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
So if they didn't have brackets, and we was shading it in, will we also shade in the intersection or no?
That's what time is it? 7:36. I can see if I have enough time to teach you all that one. But that's another situation altogether. If you do not have the brackets around it, then, and in fact I have to show you all how to do that. When you do not have the brackets around that. I don't know if it's gonna be today or maybe next week, but I have to show you how to do that. But for this case, we have to have the brackets around that to show that we're talking about the union of A and B. That is what you need to complement. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We need that. We need the brackets. And so I'm gonna have to show you all. What's 7:37? Y'all have a quiz. Y'all may not have enough time to do it tonight, but yeah, I think I could do that on next week Monday. That will be the first thing I do on next week Monday. How to do it without.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No problem. If not next week Monday, sometime next week. So I have to show you all that. Okay, so this one, I don't want the union. I don't want A union B complement. I want, you guessed it, the intersection. So how do we read this?
A intersect B complement.
Very good. A intersect B complement. Right? A intersect B complement. Now, what does that mean? Anyone can answer?
Like shading only.
Everything.
Go ahead. Someone else
Everything,
talking.
I guess everything. Everything except for the intersection. I think
Everything except for the intersection, I think. Yeah.
Everything except for
the intersection.
Everything except for the intersection.
No, the intersection and
probably
everything else be out of
No,
that.
A and B. You could shade in A and B, but don't shade in the intersection.
That's what you think?
Or shade in the intersection, leave the A and the B out, and the outside should be shaded.
Okay, so she's saying you could shade in the intersection, but don't shade the outside. That's what you're saying.
Or shade the outside and the intersection only.
Shade
I disagree.
outside and the intersection only. Do you
Can I
disagree?
answer?
Go ahead, Miss Gray.
Said A and B, the outside and not the intersection.
So you're saying do not include the intersection is what you're saying.
Do not include the intersection.
Okay.
I agree.
You agree? Go ahead.
You shade the outside and the intersection.
You say
Shade in the middle and shade the outside.
shade in the middle and then shade in the outside. Okay. We have a lot of answers here. Okay, so remember, every time you have the intercept, every time you have the complement, all you gotta do is say, whatever is inside the complement, that means do not include that, right? So whatever inside the complement, that means do not include it. So in this case, it means do not include the intersection. What is the intersection? That's this. That means do not include what? Do not include the middle. Does that make sense?
Mr. Petit, can I use the bathroom, please?
Yes, you can. So do not include the middle. So the same middle part, don't include that. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
right? Does that make sense to you all? Before I move on.
I guess so.
Yes, sir.
I'm a little puzzled.
Yes, sir.
A
Yeah,
little puzzle.
Mr. Petit, could you explain that again,
Explain it
please?
again.
Yeah.
Again.
This one a little tricky.
All right. So where's the
Mr.
intersection?
Petit, you want a feeling? Just
Where's the intersection?
That would be in the middle.
That would be in the middle. That would be in the middle. This is the intersection, right?
Intersection, yeah.
That's the intersection. Remember, the question say I want A intersect B complement. So I do not
Basically taking out the intersection.
Yeah, I do not want the
Okay.
intersection, right?
Okay.
So don't
Okay.
include the intersection. All right. Include everything else, but don't
Everything
include
else but the intersection.
yeah, everything
Okay.
else but the intersection, right? Same thing like this one, everything else but the union, right? So in this case, everything else except the intersection. So shade in everything, but do
Oh,
not
okay,
include.
yeah.
Okay, understand.
Okay, I understand it.
You understand now? Anyone else need me to explain it again? Someone else need me to explain it again?
Yeah, I understand it now.
Who need me to explain it again to them? Let me know.
Yeah.
Don't be shy. Who else need me to explain it again? Are y'all good? So that means that
Could
we
you
have.
explain it one more time, please? Sorry.
you say shade it.
Okay, good. So I'm going to explain it one more time for Antio and Ahmad. So the intersection, right? What is the intersection? If I say I want the intersection, what is that? That would be what?
The middle.
The middle, right? That's the intersection. That's the middle. But here, they're saying that I do not want to include the intersection. So that means that I am going to shade everything inside of this circle, inside of this rectangle, but I'm not going to include this red part. That's what it says. Do not include the intersection. Does that make sense? Until
yes, sir. Yes, sir. It do.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
no problem. So do not include the intersection. So that means that we are going to shade everything, all of this, right? All of this. But we're not going to include the intersection. All right. We're not going to include the intersection. All right.
Right, that's right.
Definitely. Definitely shade this. Oh, we have to move carefully. Where's Alexia Brown? Are you there, Alexia?
So,
Alexia Brown, where were you?
I was here.
Yeah, so why you weren't answering to your name?
I didn't know you were.
No, that means that you were not here because I've been calling you for a long time. And all the class can know I keep on calling you, I keep on calling you. And that's not the first time that you have done this. So Alexa, you have to be paying attention, okay?
Yes, sir.
You have to be paying attention because when I call your name, you need to answer. All right, so do not include the middle, right? Everything else, but not the middle. Not the middle.
Already done that.
Already done it? Very good. So Alexander, explain to me, what did I do? Explain to me what I
You
did.
shaded in everything except the intersection.
Everything except the intersection. Dior, explain to me what I did, what I'm doing. Where's Dior? Dior, you gone missing? Where's Dior? Dior borrows. I can't unmute.
He's the boss of this.
Yes, we can. Oh, some people are not unable to unmute. Okay. Okay, go ahead, Dior. What did I do?
You shading in everything but the intersection.
Everything but the intersection. Dior, where's Kodai?
He isn't home.
He's in home. I mean Kodai.
Yes, sir.
He's not there? Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. Sharon Gator, you understand this? Sharon Gator. There's Sharon Gator. That's good. And Sharice Gator, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
What did I do? For this one, Sharice, what did I do?
Shading everything A and B.
I can't hear you.
Shading everything.
You have to speak into the mic. You have to speak into the mic. Go ahead.
Shading everything is A and B.
Shade and everything in A and B. Do I include the intersection?
No, sir.
No. What class? Why don't I include the intersection? Class.
Because
it was in the bracket.
Because it says A intersect B complement.
Complement. Very good. All right, good. And last but not least, last but by no means least, we have to hurry up because I want you all to do your quiz. Last but by no means least. This one. This one is, I want disjoint sets A and B. Disjoint sets A and B. What does that mean?
Sets that isn't joined or have an intersection.
I know
Sets
the
that-
sets that the circles are separated.
Who said that?
Lindira.
Lindira and Sashanik, very good. So the circles are not going to be what? They're not going to be
Together,
what?
they're
They're
not
not
gonna have
Joined.
the union in the middle.
They're not going to be combined. They're not going to have the intersection in the middle, right? So we
They're
call
not intersecting.
Say it again. They're what?
They're not intersecting.
They're not intersecting. Very good. We call them what? When you have two sets like that, we call them disjoint
set.
disjoint sets, right? So disjoint sets A and B. So that means that interestingly enough, the intersection is an empty set. So that means that we're going to have these two and they're separated. Do you know that you can have two sets?
Disjoint means.
That's what disjoint means. They're separated. Do you know that you can have two sets that are disjoint? You know you could do that.
Yes, sir.
You could do that. No intersection. Or I should say that the intersection is an empty set. It's empty. No common elements. Right? No elements are common. And so let me fill is going to be empty. And so let me okay, so outline. Good. So how are we gonna shade it? We're gonna shade what?
We gotta shade the circles like separately or
Actually there's no shading because we just want the disjoint sets. If I say the union, then yeah, we're just gonna leave it just like that. A and B. Good. Does that make sense? Let me know.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Take a picture of your work and
No.
send it to me. Who said no?
I'm about to do that right now.
No. Miss Cash.
Disjoint.
They disjoint, so they're separated.
So separated means they have to shade. That's what it means.
It means that we can't shade nothing because we're not really I didn't ask for nothing shaded. I just asked for you to represent it.
Disjoint set.
Just to
A and B,
represent it
okay.
disjoint. Yeah. I didn't ask for the
All right,
union or nothing. Right? So they just
Okay.
separated, yeah. Okay, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me. Via
Mr. Petit,
WhatsApp.
can this be like a compliment?
No, it's not a compliment. It's just two disjoint sets. No compliment.
Mr. Petit, they send me my work.
All right. Okay, good. Oh my goodness, there's too much background noise. Where's Malik? Malik, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
Good. Malik Rule, are you there? Where's Malik Rule?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
You understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
You missed you the whole week, man. What's happening?
I have BJC afternoon classes.
I know. I know. Yeah, your mommy told me. Your mommy told me. So you only get to see one.
I sent my work.
Sent your work?
So I can only do religious side.
May I use the bathroom?
Yes, you can quickly. All right, so I'm going to post the quiz inside the chat. I need everyone to do the quiz. Google Forms. All right, how many persons already sent in their work? Let me know, please, if you already sent in your work.
Me. I did.
Come on. Only those three?
I did.
Are you going to send mine in right now?
I did.
I did.
I already did, Mr. Petit.
You already did?
I
Okay,
did.
good. Again, take a
Mr.
picture.
Petit, could you kindly send mine via WhatsApp, please?
I can. This quiz is out of 24. Go ahead. Go ahead. Someone have a question?
No, sir. I was saying I sent the thing to you.
The work, okay, good. Okay. I need you all to do the quiz inside the chat. Once you start the quiz, please put started. It's only one quiz. It's only one quiz. Once you have started the quiz, please put started inside the chat. It's out of 24. What's the passing score again? What's the passing grade?
80%.
80%. 80%. So I need everyone to do this. Everyone should get at least a passing score on your first try. I think y'all could do it. So on your first try, I need you to get all.
Easy, light work, no reaction.
On your first try, let's try that, right? On your first try. Okay. Good. Let me stop sharing and share again. Who asked for it to be sent to them via WhatsApp? Who asked for it to be sent to them via WhatsApp? Anishka, I think it was. Okay. All right. If you have started the quiz, please put started inside the chat. Lamar, what number you on the quiz? Lamar, what number you on the quiz?
Number 4.
Number 4. Xavier, what number you on?
Number 4.
Number 4. Caleb, very good. Oh my goodness. Caleb, Alex, and Malik. Caleb. Oh, by the way, once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. And once you finish with your test, take a picture of your test score and send it to me via WhatsApp. So far, the first 3 persons got all right. Alex, Malik, and Caleb. Do not break the streak. Do not break the streak, please. So far, everyone who finished got 100. Don't break the streak. Nakari, oh my goodness, the streak is broken. Oh boy. Donika, let me see what is the passing score. That's out of 24, right? So 18 out of 24 is a 75. Nakari, you have to do yours over. Nakari, please do yours over. You have to get at least a 20 out of 24. If you get a 20 out of 24, you pass. Very good, Donika. Who's that?
My work.
Who's that?
Malik Dorset.
Malik Dorset. Okay, by the way, we're gonna do social studies and religious studies after this. Again, we're gonna do social studies and religious studies after this.
I just finished mine.
Xavier,
Yes,
I see yours. You sent in your work, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can go.
I'm done.
Who said
Good
they're
night.
done? Good night. Who said that?
Clavia Clark.
Krizia Clark.
Yes, sir.
What you got? Oh, you got all right. That's good. Very good. We're gonna have social studies and religious studies afterwards. If you're doing social studies or religious studies, please stay back. Very good, Alexa Brown. Very good, Lamar. Lamar, how are you getting stuff wrong though? Very good, Tavana Campbell.
I could redo it because
you have
he
to redo it.
misclicking.
No, I don't believe you. Where is Tavana? Not the Dior. Dior, what happened? Where's Dior?
I don't know.
18 of 24.
18 out of 24 is a pass.
24.
No, 18 out of
24.
18 out of 24 is not a pass, by the way. You have to get 20 and above. So Cleveland, you have to redo yours. Delvon,
Seriously?
you have to redo yours.
Mr. Petit, I got all right.
Who said they got all right?
I got all right too.
Bean.
Who?
I got all right.
All right, if we're doing social studies and religious studies, so please stay back for those two. If you're doing social studies and religious studies. Jeremiah, you have to redo your quiz. Jeremiah rule. Matthew, where's Matthew? Where's Matthew? Where's Matthew? Matthew, don't go silent now. Don't go silent now, Matthew.
Hello?
Uh-huh. What you got in your quiz?
I have to redo. I got 18.
You gotta redo it. Okay, good.
Mr. Petit, Mr. Petit, they got a 24 out of 24.
Who said that? Who's speaking?
Xavier Cooper.
Xavier Cooper. Very good, Xavier.
Excuse me, Miss Petite, I got 24 out of 24 as well.
Who's that?
Me too. Me
Who's
too.
that speaking?
Jamia Miller.
I got a 24 to 24
Jamia
too.
Miller. Who's that?
24 to 24.
Who's that
Galvin.
speaking?
Galvin.
Bean.
Okay. All right. Where is Sashanik? Where's Sashanik?
Mr. Petit.
Mr. Petit, is because I got wet in the rain.
Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
24. Oh.
You got 24 to 24. Very good.
Mr. Petit, I got 24 out of 24.
Excellent. Excellent. Jeremiah. One moment. I have to say this. Jeremiah Thurston. Jeremiah.
No, see what did happen, right?
Jeremiah
No,
Thurston.
see what did happen, right? No, see what did happen, right?
Nope.
Mr. Petit, I got a 22 out of 24.
Very good. That's a pass. Very good, Natalia. Very good, Bianca. Very good, Trinity.
All right,
So I
Mr. Petit.
22 to
Like
24.
Mr. Petit, I got 24 to 24.
Who's that
I
speaking?
did, right?
Remember, we're doing
It's
social
more.
studies and religious studies afterwards. So if you're doing social studies and religious studies, you have to stay. All right.
I got 24.
Mr. Petit, you got my message? I got a 20.
I saw that. I was like, wow, how you got a 20?
I don't even know.
Mr. Petit, I ain't gonna lie, I get you. Them little commas you are there, they was too small, I didn't see them.
Yes, I think that's where I got a little,
Confused. Interesting.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead. Go
what
ahead.
did you say for the social studies and science?
Social studies and religious studies. We have that right now. So for those of you who are doing social studies and religious studies, please stay back. I need also Jeremiah Johnson to stay back. I need Nateo Green to stay back, and I need Caleb Higgs. I need to speak with them.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, do we have to stay back?
What's your name?
Calvin.
Yes, Calvin. All right, let's move on. Okay.
Mr. Petit, I got 20 out of 24.
Who's that speaking? Jaden Taylor?
Jaden Taylor, yes, sir.
All right, that's good. That's good.
Mr. Petit,
Uh-huh.
once you're done, you can go, right?
What's the name?
Shane, Louise.
Jane. You only doing social studies?
No, no, sir.
Or RK?
No, sir.
Okay.
I don't social studies or RK either.
Says who? Stacia says who?
Me. Me, because I already passed social studies and I ain't taking
Not
RKBGC.
taking RK? Okay, good. You could go.
Okay, good night.
All right, good night. Okay, so Cleveland, 20 out of 24, very good. Matthew Brooks, very good. Matthew, remember you have to stay. Jeremiah, very good. Kylie, you have to redo your quiz. Okay, it's currently 8 o'clock, so let's start with social studies. Gillette Cash, very good, 22 out of 24. Very good.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
I
All right.
24 to 20.
24 to 24, very good, Johnny.
Mr.
Carmela,
Petit, did you see my score, right?
Louise, Jean. Let me check. Shekinah, how are we getting 18? What happened, Shekinah?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
One moment. Louise, 24 to 24, very good.
Mr. Petit, that's those like small commas.
No, y'all using any type of excuse. All right, so let's start social studies. Okay, so the last thing we did in social studies was what? What did we talk about in social studies last time?
History.
What is
history?
What is
Mr.
history?
Petit, I'm taking social studies, right?
I think you're doing social studies as well. Yes. Yes, I think you're doing social studies as well.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
My
mother said I don't have to stay for social studies and religion.
You tell your mommy she have to message me. Because y'all can say anything. My mommy say, my mommy say.
Yes, sir.
All right, Thursday. Today is Thursday, the 12th of September, 2024. The subject is, of course, social studies. And last time we talked about, you know, what is history? We talk about the fact that his story, the story of, it's not exactly the past, but it's about the past. And we talk about two types of sources. What type of sources we talk about? The two different types of sources was what? Well, what it was?
Primary
and secondary.
Primary source and secondary source. What do we say about the primary source? They what?
Primary sources.
The primary source is just like the main source.
The main source, yes. It was
And
there.
secondary source is just like you getting it from a person.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Jeremiah Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Good. Where's Jeremiah Rule? Where's Jeremiah Rule? I needed Jeremiah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay. Jeremiah Johnson, you using your mother's phone or something?
No, sir, but she's in now.
Oh, okay. All right, so the topic is we're going to be looking at let's talk about the Lucayans.
Mr. Petit, is 18 or 24 a passing score?
Is what?
18 or 24.
No, not 18 or 24. You have to get a 20 or 24 at least. Okay?
Okay.
And it's not okay. It's either yes or no. So
I think we did Lucayans before.
Learn this from grade 3.
That means that you should be very good at this.
No, sir, I hate the subject. I hate this topic.
You hate this topic? Why? It's very easy.
That's so good.
Should be very easy.
I never had this, so I don't know.
I actually kind of like the Lucayans. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so
I agree.
All right, so let's start. So the Lucayans.
Mr. Petit, the topic is the Lucayans are early inhabitants of the Bahamas.
The early inhabitants of the Bahamas. I changed it. So the Lucayans were the early inhabitants.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
I
get 22 out of 24.
That's good. Finally.
We can talk for the 18.
The Lucayans were the early inhabitants of the Bahamas. So they were there.
See you on Monday.
Have a good night. They were there before Christopher Columbus, right? Right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So
this means that they were in the Bahamas before Christopher Columbus' arrival. In fact, Christopher Columbus met them here, right? Is that so?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, who did they descended for according to the history books? Who did they descended from? The Lucayans were descendants of
The
who?
Arawaks.
Arawaks.
Very good.
Arawaks.
So the Lucayans, they were descendants from the Arawaks. So Lucayans were descendants of the Arawaks who migrated from where, according to the history books?
South America.
South America.
Yes, who migrated from South America? All right. So according to the history books, the Arawaks came from South America for some reason, and they migrated using their canoes and whatever to eventually, because they didn't like set on to the Bahamas. Eventually they got to the Bahamas, and their descendants is the Lucayans. Now we're going to be talking about like how did they look, right? So what physical features do they have? Yes, they were what? So how did
They
they
had
look?
like paint on their face.
Painting on their face. What else?
They wore
like
loincloth.
They wore
animals
loincloth, yes. What else?
Primitive.
They wore primitive clothes, okay.
They
What
wore
else?
different colors.
They wore different colors on their body, yes. Yes. So let's talk about them. Let's talk about how they were in general. So in general, they were like peaceful people, right? So they were peaceful people who, didn't really get into much wars unless they were aggravated by some other source, right? How did they look? So they were brown skinned.
Had paint on their face.
And their head was flattened.
But they spell, they used to hunt.
Let's talk about their height. So they are brown skinned people who were what? Tall to medium height. Tall to medium height.
Didn't they also have straight hair and like a flat head?
Now we talking. They had what? They had
Blonde head.
Let's talk about their faces. Broad faces. And what?
And also slanted eyebrows.
Slanting eyes. Very good. So they kind of look like Chinese, right? Yeah, that Chinese look. That Chinese Indian.
They say
that Chinese look, right? They had a slightly Chinese look, right? So they had slanting eyes. So brown skin, tall to medium height, broad faces, slanting eyes, right? Okay, good. So, Amari, what color were the Arawaks?
Brown skinned.
Brown skin. And Alex, describe their height.
They were tall to medium height.
Tall to medium height. And Ajani, describe their faces.
They are broad faces.
Broad faces, very good. And Jamaya? Jamaya, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me about their eyes?
They had slanting eyes.
Slanting eyes, very good. All right. Now, what they used to put on their face?
I think it was like mud or clay or something like that.
I can't remember. All I know is they put paint on their face.
Paint on their face.
What they used to put on their face?
Pink.
This picture help,
They used to put paint on.
right?
Like colored pink.
Yeah, paintings on their face, right? Like this lady with all this jewelry and stuff. So their face was painted, right? They used to make jewelry out of, the natural environment and stuff like that. What else do we know about them? Like, what do they wear?
They wear animals.
They wear feathers.
They wore
They wear-
like jewelry with like apparently from Columbus bits of gold.
No,
I can't see the sentences.
you can't see
Wear
the sentences. Okay, so let me remove this. All right. All right, so let me give you another description, another picture. So this is a good image, so you can see. So if we look at this person, not much clothes, right? Earring, big earring, right? Little clothing, right? So let's continue. Broad faces, slanting eyes, tall to medium height. Let's talk about their hair. So they had the type of hair.
They had black hair.
Straight black hair.
Black straight hair.
Straight black hair. And their specific style that they used to like to have their hair in. Anyone can remember what style they like to put their hair in?
Long in the back,
They like to
short
put it in the
front.
back. In the back.
Someone is saying it. They had straight black hair.
In the back.
Sometimes, say it again.
In the back.
In the back, what you mean by that? There's
The back of
specific.
their
Like
hair
a
was
ponytail
long
or
and the
something?
front was short.
Who said that?
Brazil.
The other way around. The back was long, the front was short. So they had straight black hair, sometimes cut in they call it a putting basin style. All right, a putting basin style. And all that means is, but their putting basin style was different because they had long in the back, short in the front, but with a piece left, long behind. All right. So when we say putting basin style, I'm going to show you some images where the persons who are dressed up, they have a putting basin like style.
Oh,
already.
I have an image.
You have an image in your mind?
Actually, I'm looking at my book right now.
Look in your book. Okay, good.
My also study.
You also study the book. Okay, good. So putting basin style. So imagine for putting basin style, imagine cutting your hair with a bowl, basically. Like imagine that. That's putting basin.
Own scissors.
Yeah, imagine cutting your hair with. So let me stop sharing this and let me show you all images online that shows putting basin style. So this is a good one. As you can see from this one, this is the putting basin style. Oopsies, this one. You see it? It's like it's as if it's as if you use a bowl to cut your hair, right?
Those are bowl cuts.
Yeah, it's a.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah,
I guess you could call it a bowl cut. So imagine you know using a bowl to cut your hair. This is also a putting basin style, right? So it's like cutting your hair in the shape of a bowl. That's
Looks
putting.
kind of funny to me.
That's putting basin, right? Now the only difference is, so imagine this guy. So this is putting basin style here, right? So again, this is putting basin style. This is also putting basin style, right? Now the difference between this person and the Lucayans was what? What was the difference?
They
had a lot of
blonde.
Yeah. Blonde, but also what? What's the
The
difference?
back was long.
The back was long. Yeah. So if you look carefully, I think this.
They had a little low fade.
So this guy right here, he's the best example of it. So like putting basin, but long at the back, short in the front.
Like a off.
Make sense? Does that make sense?
Listen, it's like a mullet, but with
Yeah,
a,
it looks like a mullet.
with a line to the
Yeah,
front.
exactly.
Or like an Edgar.
Okay, so right, so let me go back to the notes so y'all can see it. Now let me go back, yeah. So they had their hair sometimes in a putting basin style with the piece left long behind. Let's talk about what they used to do with the heads of the newborn babies. What they used to do,
Flatten them. I remember that when I was younger.
right? So the Arawaks used to do what?
Tie a piece of wood on their forehead.
Yes, they used to flatten the heads of newborn babies.
How did
Yeah,
that baby survive?
newborn babies. They're not killing them. They're just flattening their head.
Because as they're firstborn, right? So the skin is very sensitive.
Yeah, because they're babies, their head are very malleable, right? It's easy to form. You easily could, you know, make it turn into whatever shape you want because the skull is not really hardened as much, right? But if you do it now to yourself, it's like, oof, you won't survive that. The Arawaks used to flatten the heads of newborn babies by fastening flat boards to them. Why would they do that? Why would they do such a thing?
It was like for beauty. It was one of them was for beauty. I can't remember the next one.
The other one's for beauty.
Yeah.
What else?
Get my old social studies book
Okay, get your old social studies book.
from last time.
From last time, For beauty and for what?
The culture.
The culture. It's for beauty and for fashion. Yes, for beauty and for fashion.
Also, Mr. Petit, I would like to add, there are some people in where I'm from that still practice this tradition.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
They do. Not only, it's not painful. It's not painful for the child because when babies are born, their bones are not as hard as ours.
Yes.
It's not as painful, but they do that. They also do it for the navel. They would
Okay.
put like small round objects like a marble inside the navel, and they would tie that as well, or use a nappy or a diaper over it to
Why?
get that navel tucked in look.
Oh, okay.
But it is mostly practiced by Indians.
Okay.
in Jamaica.
Okay. I got you. Okay, so you see how the baby head it would be flattened with using those boards, right? Interesting.
Megamind style.
I know, right? Megamind is correct.
I thought they just like attached a piece of wood with like rope on the back of their head. And the baby
Mr. Petit, that's their skull right there, Mr. Petit.
Yeah, that's their
Mr.
skull.
Petit.
That's their skull.
Wait,
Right.
that's their skull?
Yes, that's their skull. Yeah.
Jeez,
All right.
Holy macaroni.
Okay, so moving right along. So flattening the heads for beauty and for fashion. There was also another reason besides beauty and fashion. It
For
was also
protection,
for protection. Who said that?
Jamia.
Jamia. Very good, Jamia. It's also
They
done
hope
for
they would make all the swords and shields and weapons bounce right off the heads.
very good point, Malik. So it was also done because it thickened the bone. So it's done to make the bone thick, right? It thickened the bone, which was added protection for them against their vicious enemies. What's the name of their enemies?
The Caribs?
The Caribs. The Caribs. All right, the Caribs.
Where I got that right?
You did.
I guess that.
The Caribs. There we go. Now, whilst the Lucayans were peaceful, the Caribs were a different story. They were warriors. They painted their faces as well. So what colors do you think they use?
Red.
Red, okay. Red is one.
Black.
Red.
Red, white,
I think yellow.
yellow,
Purple.
purple,
Black.
black. Yes. So they painted their faces, and sometimes their bodies.
Fun fact, Mr. Petit, the
Uh-huh.
Caribs still around.
Yeah.
Because they just kidnapped a YouTuber a couple months ago.
So red, white, yellow, purple, and what else? And black mixtures. Now, why would they paint themselves? What's the reason? What's the reason? Say
To
it again.
show status.
To show status?
To blend in with trees and stuff.
To blend it with trees? No. There were several reasons for this. So it had some it had so first of all, these colors had magical and religious meaning to them. So they're doing it because it's in accordance with their religious practices. And then there's another reason. The colors helped. So, but more practically, the colors help to do what to mosquitoes?
Keep them away.
Yeah.
Confuse them.
Very good. Help to keep mosquitoes away.
Can I say something, Mr. Petty?
Go ahead.
Did you know that some animals have almost went extinct because they were eaten by the Lucayans?
I think we did something like that before, in our studies. I cannot remember. I'll have to look back at that. I
was
remember.
reading that my social studies book
Yeah,
up to date.
Yeah, I remember reading something that's for real. All right, so let's write this down. If you've already written this down, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, if you're writing this already written this down already, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Malik Rule, what was the purpose of the colors?
To drive away mosquitoes.
To drive away the mosquitoes. Are you writing this down, Malik?
Yes, sir.
That's good. And Zion Davis, where's Zion?
Yes, sir.
What was the colors of the Lucayans? What was their color?
Brown skin.
Brown skin. Natasha Charlton. There's Natasha.
Yes, sir.
What is the name of the early inhabitants of the Bahamas? What's the name of the early inhabitants of the Bahamas, Natasha?
Sir?
What's the name of the early inhabitants of the Bahamas?
The early inhabitants of the Bahamas were the Lucayans.
Very good. Are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Did you send in the math notes earlier?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Yelisha Edgecombe. Where's Yelisha?
Yes, sir.
Are you writing this down?
Yes, sir. I'm about to send a picture of my note.
That's good. What is the name of the enemies of the Arawaks?
The Caribs.
The Caribs. Very good. Where's Jeremiah Johnson?
Yes, sir.
What did Lucayans or the Arawaks do to their heads of their babies?
They use wood and flatten them.
Very good. They use wood to flatten them. Jeremiah Rule. Jeremiah Rule.
Yes, sir.
What was the purpose of flattening the heads of the babies?
Pardon me?
What was the purpose of flattening the heads of the babies?
The Arawaks, they flatten their baby head because they thicken the bone, which was either protection for them against their vicious enemies, the Caribs.
Very good. And Jatina Gilton. Where's Jatina Gilton?
I'm only staying for religious.
Okay, you understand for religious? Okay. But still, answer this question. Give me a color that they used to paint their face with.
White.
White, very good. Jermaine, Moxie, where's Jermaine?
Yes, sir.
What color? Give me a color that the Awas used to paint their face with.
They used to paint their faces. Let me see. Yellow.
Yellow, very good. Yellow. And Calvin, Hyla, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What's the purpose of painting their faces? What's the purpose of painting their faces, Calvin? What's the reason? How many persons already sent in their work? Let me know, please. If you already sent in your work.
I did.
I did.
I'm still writing.
Still writing?
I did.
You did? Okay, that's good. Again, Calvin. Calvin, where's Calvin?
Yes, sir.
What was the reason why they paint their faces?
Because they practically to help the girls keep the mosquitoes away.
Read that sentence again.
Because they help keep the mosquitoes away.
Thank you. They help them to keep the mosquitoes away. Rashante McKenzie. Where's Rashante McKenzie? Rashante McKenzie, can you hear me? I can't hear from Rashante. Sharice Gator. Where's Sharice?
But it's still shocking that they flatten their babies' heads.
Sharice Gator, can you hear me?
Mr. Petit.
They
flattened it
because they
One
thought it was
moment.
broad to make it broad and beautiful.
Yeah. And where's Sharice? Can you hear me, Sharice?
Yes, sir.
What was the name of the early inhabitants of the Bahamas?
The Caribbean.
No.
The Crips.
What's the name of the early inhabitants of the Bahamas? Go ahead, Sharice. We're waiting on you. What's the name of the early inhabitants of the Bahamas? Sharice.
The Caribs.
No. The early inhabitants of the Bahamas. That's the first line. What's the name of the early inhabitants of the Bahamas? That's the first sentence. Go ahead, Sharice. You want to answer the question yet? Sharice? Go ahead, Makaya.
Like we said, answer.
Yeah, what's the name of the early inhabitants of the Bahamas?
The early inhabitants of the Bahamas are the Lucayans.
Very good, the Lucayans. Sharice, what's the name of the early inhabitants of the Bahamas?
The Lucayans.
The Lucayans. Alexia Brown, are you here?
Yes, sir.
That's good. The rest of you, are you finished with these notes? Because I need to move them. If we're gonna move on to RK.
Yes, sir.
Are we done with them? Are we done? Can I move?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Alexander Pinder, you ready to write this down?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Sashnik, we good? And Ricardo Sweeting, do you have this down? Rico Sweeting, where's Rico Sweeting?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
One moment. Rico Sweeting, are you there? Can I from Rico? Ricardo, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Let me ask the question. What was the name of the enemies of the Lucayans?
The Caribs.
The Carrots, very good. All right, let's move on to religious studies. If you do not have this written down, please take a screenshot and write down the notes and send it to me, please. All right, good. So let's move on to our. Go ahead, you have a question?
I doing the Bible instead of religion.
It's the same thing.
They put it in one?
Say it again.
They put it in one?
They're the same thing. Bible. Some people call them Bible. Some people call them RK. It's the same thing.
Hey, excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I have a question. When you said I was staying behind, was that to get the math notes I missed?
Are you doing was Calvin Hyla?
Matthew.
Yes, that's true. Yes, I need you to do the math. The math thing that you didn't send me. I sent all of them to your mother's phone.
Yes, so I wrote them down in my book already.
You wrote them down in your book already?
Yes, sir.
Did you send them to me?
Not as yet.
Okay, send them to me, please. That's I talking about Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
All right, take a picture of them and send them to me, please. Okay, the subject is religious studies, which some people call Bible in their school.
Can I miss he?
Good night. The last subject we did was what? Last topic, rather.
The announcement of John.
The announcement of the birth of who?
John.
John. So the birth of John announced. Today we're going to be looking at the birth of Jesus announced. The birth of Jesus announced. Who announced the birth of John? What's the name of the angel that announced the birth of John?
Gabriel.
Gabriel, right? Gabriel. And what is the name of the angel that announced the birth of Jesus?
Gabriel.
Gabriel. So what does that mean?
He announced both.
Very good. The same angel that announced the birth of John announced the birth of Jesus. That's a very, very special job.
Question.
A very special angel. Go ahead.
Was Gabriel a favorite of God or something like that?
I think that he is one of the. I think he was one of the cherubs that sat on that is at. You know, like let me show you something quickly. You know, you ever heard of the Ark of the Covenant?
Yes, sir. I would see it sometimes on YouTube and churches.
Yeah. So you know, on the Ark of the Covenant, you have those two angels on the Ark of the Covenant. Let me show you the Ark of the Covenant for those people who don't know the Ark of the Covenant. So on the Ark of the Covenant, you have. So the Ark of the Covenant. This is the Ark of the Covenant. It's a picture of it. So the Ark of the Covenant, if you notice, you see these two angels, right? They what you call the covering cherubs, and they are on top of the mercy seat, and in the middle is the presence of God. So it is my belief. Yeah, it is my belief that Gabriel is one of these angels. That's what I think.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yeah. Now you finish?
Yes, sir.
Everything, right? That's
Yes,
what.
sir.
What that was.
Mensuration.
You finished all the mensuration?
Yes, sir.
That had to been long. That's probably one of the longest ones.
Yes, sir. My hand, like.
That had to be one of the longest ones.
I think the longest one was actually 24 questions.
Which one? Which one that is?
I don't even remember, but I remember doing a 24-part one, and like that was like.
The reason why I say that is because I'm not just talking about the amount of. I mean, like the diagrams you have to draw, and because some of them are laid long, but you don't have to draw any diagrams. But mensuration is like. I'm glad you finished. That's all I could say.
Me too.
Glad you finished that. Okay. Sunday.
But only BJC actually is
All right.
religion.
Okay, so let's talk about when we say Messiah, what do we mean?
The anointed one.
Like a god.
No, Messiah.
A king.
The
king.
So Messiah. So
The
Messiah.
the savior of the earth.
No, Messiah just means
Teacher.
just no.
The son of God.
No. It's the Messiah. Someone said it. Who's that speaking? I don't know. I can't remember.
The Savior?
Ricardo, king or anointed one. That's what we mean by Messiah. King or anointed one. Right? So what do we mean by fiance? What does that mean? Fiance mean?
Soulmate.
Not soulmate. Someone who is what?
Oh, I thought you was talking about
Fiance. Fiance. What does fiance mean?
wife,
Someone
wife,
engaged.
of wife.
No, fiance is
Someone
not a
who's
wife.
engaged.
Someone that is
Fiance.
someone.
Engaged.
What does fiance
Someone
mean?
you're engaged to
Someone
or
who's
promised
engaged.
to marry.
Yes.
Engaged.
Engage, right? Engage. That means that you are supposed to marry them. That's the plan, but you're not married yet, right? So someone that you are engaged to for marriage.
These the vocabulary words.
Yes, yes, these are vocabulary words. Yes. So fiance, Messiah. And what do we mean by virgin? What does that mean? Someone who has not participated.
Ain't have sex yet.
Well, we don't want to use that word. That's a big word. Someone who has not, you know.
Sexual intercourse.
No, we don't use that word. Just not. Don't say it. Someone that has.
I sent you the mark note.
No problem. You send me all, Matthew.
Someone that hasn't experienced the birds and the bees.
Yeah, we could say that. Someone that has never had that, right? That's what we mean by virgin. So those are the vocabulary words. Now, after the angel Gabriel came to Zachariah, 6 months after that. So 6 months after the angel Gabriel visited Zachariah.
I thought Zachariah was with John the Baptist.
Yes, Zachariah was with John the Baptist. So after the angel Gabriel visited Zachariah and told him that he's going to have a son, 6 months after that, he came to Mary. So 6 months after the angel Gabriel visited Zachariah, he also appeared. Let's say he also appeared to who?
Mary.
To Mary. Who was a Mary to Elizabeth?
Cousin.
Elizabeth's cousin. Very good. Elizabeth's cousin. Mary was told to do what? Not to be what?
Not to be afraid.
Very good, right? Mary is told not to be afraid. So don't be afraid, Mary, because she was what? What's the word that he used? That would be.
She was gonna be blessed with a baby.
Right, she's blessed, right? She's blessed. And the Lord was with her. All right?
I know this whole story.
You know the whole story, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so she was the one. So because God was pleased with Mary, she was chosen.
I can use my textbook.
No, we're writing this down. We're writing this down. No, you're not using no textbook. We're writing this down.
I'm still writing it.
Was Gabriel like a messenger or something?
Who said that?
Jaden.
That's exactly what it means to be an angel, a messenger. Yes, he was a messenger. Because God was pleased with Mary, she was chosen to be the mother of the Son of God, the mother of the Messiah. So that means that she had to been in good standing with God, had to been righteous person. So let's talk about this child, right, that she's gonna have, right? What are some things that he told her about the child?
His name would be Jesus, and he would be the Son of God.
Okay.
And he would I
Ah,
And he
He
would
would
be the
save people from
Messiah.
their sin.
He would be the king.
he would save the people from their.
And he would show them miracles.
Sin. He would
He
save
would,
the people from their sin.
he would save their people from their sins. Very
And he
good.
would, and he would show them miracles.
Like healing the blind man with just dirt.
So Gabriel told Mary that the baby would be what?
Name Jesus.
Number
A
one,
boy and name Jesus.
Great.
a boy or a son. First thing. Second,
You
would
saw the
be,
movie on Netflix
His
he would
name
be
was
named.
Jesus.
the Jesus.
What's the name of it? I never saw that. Name Jesus. What else?
I can't remember.
He couldn't drink. He couldn't drink.
He would.
great.
He would save the people. He would save the people from what? From their sins. What else?
He would be great.
He would be great. Great in God's sight. He would be a ruler of a kingdom that has no end. Now, Mary was surprised and afraid, but she was not like Zachariah who doubted, right?
That's why he was punished. But Mary
That's why he
wasn't.
was, yes, that's why he was punished, but Mary wasn't. Mary was surprised and afraid. Why was she afraid?
Because she didn't know who Gabriel was.
Not
So she was a barren.
not barren, because she was
Maybe
what?
because he was flying.
No.
Like not everybody can do that.
She was a
was
virgin?
Because she was old. She was old.
Because
No,
she
not
had
because
accepted
old.
Pentecost.
No, she was afraid because she was, remember, she had a fiance and she did not know if he's gonna believe that the child was from God, right? And it was at that time.
He would get stoned.
Yeah, at that time, if you have a child and it's not a part of marriage, it was a disgrace, right? And he would have to, well, she could actually have a stone, actually. But he was a good man and he decided to put away privately until, but God stopped him and he gave him a dream and told him not to do it. But before then, he could have had the option of either stoning her, bringing other people and saying, hey, this woman have a child and she's not married. Why? And she's engaged to me and why she have a child? And they would have stoned her. Or
There is a part at Elijah's.
Or he could have put away privately, and that's what he decided to do, to put away privately, but God intervened and told him that, hey, no, don't do that. The child that she has is actually from God. So Mary was surprised and afraid because she was unmarried. She was unmarried. Right? She also wondered what her fiance Joseph would say. Mary wondered how she would give birth to a child as a virgin. Gabriel explained that the Holy Spirit,
Mr. T, I have a question.
uh-huh,
On number 5, it says he'll be a ruler of a kingdom that has no end. What does it mean by no end?
that goes forever and ever and ever.
Yes, sir.
Gabriel explained that the Holy Spirit would allow her to become pregnant, and it would be a miracle. So it'd be a miracle, right? Now, Joseph, her husband, not husband, Joseph, who was her fiance, Joseph also received a heavenly message in a dream. God told him God told him that Mary was blessed with a child, and it was a miracle. So she didn't have to worry about that. To comfort Mary, even further, Gabriel told her that Elizabeth, her cousin, was 6 months pregnant, Mary realized that nothing is impossible with God, and she accepted the angel's message.
Mr. Petit, the writing getting small till I can't see.
Yeah, I'm gonna enlarge it right now.
It's real, Mr.
So, what's the difference between Mary and Zachariah?
Mary was actually afraid because she never had, she is a virgin. She never had the sexual intercourse. But Zachariah, he didn't believe that he was having a baby boy.
Yeah, so Zachariah doubted, but Mary was accepting, right? Zachariah was like, how could this happen? He doubted, right? He doubted the angel. But Mary, even though she didn't understand all the details, but she accepted, and she said, I am the Lord's servant. I will do whatever he told me to do. So she was humble, and she was submissive, and she was accepting to what God said, right? But Zachariah, on the other hand, he was very doubtful. So that's a rebuke to those people who are doubtful and who don't believe until they see it happen, right? So question, define the term Messiah. Define the term Messiah.
The king.
Anyone can answer. Define the term Messiah. What do we mean by Messiah?
King
or
King or anointed one.
King or anointed one. Very good. List two things the angel mentioned to Mary about the baby she was about to have.
It was a boy.
It was a boy.
His name was Jesus.
His name was Jesus. What else? Two things. What else?
He would save the people from their sin.
He would save the people from their sins.
May I go?
Go ahead.
Okay.
in God's eyes.
I choose number 5 because someone asked earlier, what did you mean by the rule of a kingdom that has no end
Yes.
forever?
Yes.
So you know how we would say the Our Father prayer?
Yes.
So Jesus is already king in heaven, and we pray for him, his kingdom to come on earth. So this kingdom that we're mentioning is God's kingdom, not man's kingdom. Because if, for example, let's say the Bahamas wasn't run by prime ministers and we had like kings and queens or whatever,
Yeah.
then mankind, basically we can't rely on them. They
Yeah.
can't bring peace, they
Yeah.
can't end suffering and all of that. But in God's kingdom that is coming, there will be peace. The Bible tells us there will be peace, there will be no debt, there will be no
Yeah.
crime,
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
a kingdom that will never end is a peaceful kingdom, and that is God's kingdom that will be ruled by Jesus Christ.
I agree 100%. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. All right. How did Mary react in the beginning to the angel's message?
She was afraid.
She was afraid.
Mary was surprised and afraid.
She was surprised and afraid, right? So how did she react in the beginning to the angel's message, and why?
She was afraid because she didn't want to get stoned.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and we know that she was engaged, and so if there's a problem, there's gonna be severe penalties, right? So that was, surprise, obviously afraid, worried, but she still was accepting to what the angel said. Alexia Brown, where's Alexia Brown? What's the name of Mary's fiance? Joseph, very good. Anthony Sanremi,
Yes, sir.
what's the name of Mary's cousin?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, very good. And Thomasina Smith, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What is the name? What do we mean by Messiah?
Messiah means king or anointed one.
Definitely, it means king or anointed one. And Sharon Gator, Sharon Gator. Where's Sharon Gator? Give me 2 things that the angel told Mary about the baby.
It will be named Jesus and full of the Holy Spirit.
Say it again.
It will be named Jesus and full of the Holy Spirit.
Very good. Name Jesus and filled with the Holy Spirit. Ajani, where are you?
yes,
Are you writing this down?
yes, so
Good. Ethan Bean, where's Ethan? Ethan Bean, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Ethan, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Ethan, are you sending your notes? Oh no.
Yes,
Okay, good.
I'm about to.
Mr. Matita gonna send a picture now.
You're sending now. Okay, good. Carissa Clark, where's Carissa? Carissa Clark, can you hear me? Carissa Clark, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what's the name of Mary's cousin?
Elizabeth.
Good. Carissa, are you sending the notes yet? Carissa, are you sending the notes yet?
I can send it right now.
Okay, good. Edward Parker, where's Edward?
I'm here.
Which one you want?
The number,
I mean, which paragraph?
second paragraph.
Okay, when did you came? You came in social studies or
Mr. Petit, you see the notes I sent you?
RK?
I came in social studies.
Okay, did you write down those notes down?
Yes, sir.
You send them to me yet?
I'm gonna send them after I finish these notes.
Okay. All right.
Mr. Petit, you see the notes I sent you?
Who's that speaking?
Xavier Cooper.
Xavier? Xavier, you
Yes,
sent
sir.
in your notes yet?
Yes, sir.
Xavier, yeah, I see him. Yes.
I just said it back.
Send yours. Okay, good. If you
Mr.
send
T,
it,
I sent mine.
you send yours. If you send it, then you can leave. Only if you send them, you can leave.
Okay. Good
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Mr. T,
I'm
can I
about to
tell you
send
something?
mine right now.
Go ahead.
I said mine, Mr. Petit.
So apparently, somewhere in the world, some scientists found like a big boat in the like covered with like grass, and some think that it's like Noah's Ark.
Oh,
I'm
Oh.
not sure if it would even still be there because of termites.
Yeah, the time horizon, right?
So, but I really do want to believe it.
Wow.
Anyways,
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I might send the notes to you.
Who's that speaking?
Ethan Bean.
Mr. Petty,
I
I sent
did.
you the notes.
I did too.
All right.
Mr. Petty, I sent you the notes.
Okay, that's good.
Good night.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
See you next week, Mr. Pay. God's grace.
Have a good night.
Good night, Mr. Petit. I
Good
sent
night.
in my notes.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
Do you do JPR writing?
Who's that speaking?
Calvin Isla?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I already sent the notes.
Okay, no problem.
Mr. Petit,
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So say like how we doing all of this, right? So are you gonna quiz on everything that we did so far later on?
You mean a quiz on every topic?
Yes, sir.
Not on every topic, but
I mean like because you see like how we doing this for like BG and BGCSE, right?
yeah. So you
Those-
you would do it. What I'd love to give you is like a we need like past papers.
Right.
We could go over them and stuff like that. Come in there to the exam date.
All right, all right.
Yeah. But how you have these now,
Yes,
what you
sir.
should be doing is commit them to memory.
Just like
Memorizing them and make sure you know
Good night,
the
Mr.
details of
Petit.
them because these are topics that could be tested. All right.
yes, sir.
So yeah, definitely.
I sent you my work.
All right, good.
All right, I'll send you my notes, Mr. Petit.
All right, no problem.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, you still wanted me to stay back?
Yes, I did. Let me end this recording.